What is up, guys? Rick Kakis here, and just now, the Bungie weekly update went live, bringing with it a ton of new Destiny information. Now, we're gonna go over all of that information in today's video, including the next Iron Banner, the new MLG Destiny Tournament, some information about what is happening with Destiny in the PlayStation Experience this weekend, and a little bit more. But let's start off with the thing I'm sure you guys are most interested in, details about the next December Iron Banner. So the next Iron Banner is upcoming very quickly, next week in fact, starting specifically on Tuesday, December 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and ending the following Tuesday, December 13th at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The game mode featured in this next Iron Banner will be a throwback to the original with Supremacy. I'm fucking with you again. It's Rift this time. This Iron Banner for December is Rift. I ruffled a lot of jimmies last time I played that prank, but again it is going to be Rift. Moving forward, the weapons featured are firstly the Distant Star Scout Rifle. This is very exciting, although the Clever Dragon definitely does get the most attention. The Distant Star is also a fantastic PvP weapon. It fits into the Mida multi-tool damage archetype for scout rifles, and well, there's no other words for it, it murks people. It is very, very powerful, so if the vendor is selling a decent Distant Star roll, that's going to be really good. Previously, this weapon has been a little bit inaccessible, but I'm excited to see this weapon actually being outright sold by the vendor. Potentially, we'll get a little bit more variety in primary usage in PvP, just because the Distant Star will be so much more available with the December Iron Banner. The other weapon that's going to be available is the Iron Banner Fusion Rifle, the Branded Lord. This fusion rifle belongs to the lower tier damage archetype, tying the Ether Nova Raid fusion rifle to give you an idea. Now, these fusion rifles can be quite good. Some people love these fast charging fusion rifles, so the Branded Lord, again, if it's being sold in a good roll, could be seeing some play, could be more present in the Crucible at that point forward. With that being said, most people are going to stick with the higher damaging fusion rifles like the Saladin's Vigil, the 77 Wizard, and so on. And moving on, in terms of armor, we're having helmets and class items being sold again by the vendor, and also all of that stuff is going to be most commonly dropped in PvP matches. Within, of course, Iron Banner. So those are all of the key details for the next Iron Banner, but again we do have some more information to cover. Firstly, in the world of Major League Gaming, Game Battles, as you can see from this tweet, they tweeted out that they're having a Destiny tournament December 3rd for North America and Europe. This is going to be, it's kind of cool. Destiny, for the longest time, because it didn't have private matches, it never really had a scene in MLG. Now it's finally getting its time to shine. We'll see if it can be, a very fun and competitive game to play and watch in terms of MLG. Now, moving on from there, we do have a little bit more information. Deej goes on to talk about how they're excited for this upcoming weekend. Now, what's happening this weekend? It's the PlayStation Experience. It's pretty much confirmed at this point that Destiny will be showing off at the PlayStation Experience the next Sparrow Racing live event, which will be coming soon after the Iron Banner, and that's confirmed by this quote: soon after that, and he's talking about Iron Banner, there will be other things to play. If you own Destiny: The Rise of Iron, you're already invited to the next party the live team is about to throw, which is the next live event, which is Sparrow Racing. All of this stuff has been announced, way further back. We're just getting confirmation and more details about the exact timeline. So expect the new Sparrow Racing League potentially, the very week after Iron Banner, but more likely there'll be a 1 week gap between Iron Banner and Sparrow Racing. And Sparrow Racing will be, officially shown and announced, and hopefully we'll get to see some gameplay and some of the changes. Remember, Bungie did say that this Sparrow Racing for 2016 is going to be different. They specifically said, they're quoted as saying there's going to be more activities and things to do for people who aren't interested in Sparrow racing. So perhaps we're going to get some kind of a semi-April update, maybe adding some new weapons, maybe adding some of the old weapons back into the game, refreshing the vendors, all of that stuff on top of the Sparrow racing activity that will be coming. So that is exciting news. Furthermore, I went over in a previous video, it is also very possible that Bungie decides to officially announce with a small teaser Destiny 2 for the PlayStation experience. Now, this isn't out of nowhere. They have been teasing that something, maybe more than Sparrow Racing, is going on this weekend with PlayStation experience. It would make sense from a financial and marketing standpoint for Bungie/Activision because they get to take pre-orders for this holiday season, and also PlayStation. PlayStation is trying to ship PlayStation Pros, and having a new big game officially announced and saying 2017 better on the PS Pro, that's a huge asset to them, and we already know that Bungie and PlayStation have kind of teamed up. You know, PlayStation does get Destiny exclusives, and that doesn't look like it's going to change for Destiny 2. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, for Xbox players. And to be quite honest, if they're going to show like a 10-second Destiny 2 teaser, really of just like an image or something and some music, the best place to put it is at the end of a Sparrow Racing presentation. Like, they're not going to have their own, you know, solo presentation for a 10-second teaser. They're going to put it at the end of another presentation for Destiny. So it kind of does make sense. However, this is all, of course, hypothetical. Regardless, we should all be watching the PlayStation experience and paying attention. You guys will hear any new information from this channel involving, of course, any announcements on Sparrow Racing upcoming, and, you know, if there is, Destiny 2, obviously. One last tiny piece of information when talking about the Rise of Iron. Deej said, quote, soon after there will be rifts to ignite, again talking about the Iron Banner. I'll see you there on both platforms, shoulder to shoulder with Cosmo. Catch us if you can. Now, Bungie has always done the, you know, play with the community nights, where if you are able to beat the Bungie team, you get a special emblem. And they may be talking about this. They may just be saying, hey, we're going to be playing Iron Banner, look to see us. But they may also have it so that if you do find them in the Iron Banner and beat them, you'll also get an emblem. I hope they do that because that would be very cool. Guys, that is it for all of the information in the most recent Bungie weekly update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. Now, if you did, please remember to help me out by rating, commenting, and especially sharing this video. I hate to ask for all of that, but YouTube's algorithm now favors, you know, video activities. So I don't want to set like goals, but if you did enjoy the video, liking it really does help me out. Now, if you guys want to see more Destiny content from me, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.